Hey, how you doing? It's Emilio here. Thanks so much for tuning into this video today. In this video, we're going to be talking about Imagick or ImageMagick, which essentially is a framework, a tool set that you can use on a WordPress site. It's not just exclusive to WordPress, you can use it in other environments. And it's really a great tool set for all things images, for pictures, right? You can do manipulation, you can do optimization, you can resize, you can do different formats of images. And it's probably one of the best and easiest ways to manage images and photos within your WordPress website. So as I said, we're going to talk about that in this video. Do also remember to also click on that subscription button where we release videos that I know you'll find helpful. So remember to click on that bell. So let's now jump onto our computer and talk a little bit more about ImageMagick. Let's do this. So first things first is I'm going to log in and do this through my WHM portal, right? And of course, this is for resellers. I can now manage all of my cPanel instances. I've got all of my websites listed right over here, right? The one that I'm going to be managing is my digitalbytech.org. You'll notice it has a cPanel. So what I now need to do is I need to go and log in to my cPanel. So the first things first is if you do not have this set up, you need to go and create yourself your own domain, right? You do this through going into the list account, create a new account, set this up accordingly, and then of course you need to go and use WordPress as the tool, right? So if you're going to go and install WordPress, you go and do that as well. Once you've got all of that, I can then select on cPanel and open that up. Now inside of cPanel, I've got lots of options available to me. As you can see, there's lots of things right over here. Now, if you do not have WordPress installed, you'll need to go and set up WordPress first, okay? This is an assumption that you've got WordPress first. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to install this additional add-on. Now, here is the options that are available to me. I'm going to scroll down to the software spot. Within software, I need to go and find select PHP version right over here. I'm going to go ahead and open that one up. PHP is essentially the backend language, the language that your WordPress website may be using to actually do everything, right? It's using a combination of HTML and PHP. So now select a version that is relevant for you. Now in my case, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select 8.3. This is the version that I'm going to be using. Selecting 8.3, you're now presented with all of these other options that you can go and set up against your cPanel and against your WordPress. Now under the I section, there is Imagick, and you'll notice it says Imagick is a native PHP extension to create and modify images using the ImageMagick API. I'm going to go and tick on that one right over here. Success module Imagick has been saved, and I'm going to select apply. So this will actually update the backend code from 8.2, which is what I had, to now 8.3 with now Imagick installed. Now I'll go ahead and open up my WordPress, right? So you can select WordPress management over here. Again, remembering that you need to have this installed. Within our WP toolkit, here is my website. There is my website, looks great, but what we need to do is we need to access now the back end of my website. So I'm going to go back into here and select setup. We now need to go and navigate essentially to the back end, to the admin, to the login, wp-login.php, append that to the end of your WordPress website, and then log in with your credentials. Throw in your details in here and then log in. Once you're in here, we now need to verify whether Imagick has actually been successfully installed. To do this, we go down to the tools section over here. We're going to select site health. Under site health, we select on info, then scroll down to server. And here, if everything has worked correctly, you now should see that Imagick has been installed successfully. Now yours may look slightly different depending on the version of WordPress that you've got, but is the Imagick library available? Yes, it is. Now one final check that you can do just to test that it's all working correctly is going back into your cPanel. Under Files, File Manager, we're going to select that one. Let's go into Public HTML, this folder right over here. We're just going to go and create a brand new file. We're going to say File, give it a name. Let's call it phpinfo.php, like so. Leaving it in this location, create new file. There is my file over here. We're going to go quickly add a little bit of code, just a couple lines of code that are specific to PHP so we can just verify it's all working. Select the file, clicking on Edit. It's going to open up our editor, essentially a little text editor, and I'm now going to add some lines. Now let's go back to our website and navigate to that file that I just created. Here's a summary of the PHP version that I've got, and let's scroll down to just to verify it's all there. And there it is. There's Imagick, successfully installed version 3.7. So there you have it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. As always, remember to click on that subscription button, click on the bell so that you don't miss out on any of our video releases, and we'll see you on the next video.